blue glow of the monitor was the only light in the room, casting long, dancing shadows on the walls that seemed to writhe with a life of their own. It was late, the kind of late where the world outside falls silent and the only sounds are the hum of the computer and the frantic thumping of your own heart. I was slumped over my desk, my eyes dry and stinging from hours of scrolling through the darkest corners of the internet. That's when I saw it, a post on an obscure forum titled simply, "Don't watch this." The text beneath was a jumble of warnings and terrified ramblings about a video file, a piece of footage so malevolent it carried a curse. Every rational part of my brain screamed to close the tab, to shut down the computer, to go to bed and forget I ever saw it. But curiosity, that insidious, treacherous impulse, took over. My hand, moving as if of its own accord, guided the cursor over the link. A moment of hesitation, a sharp intake of breath, and then a click. My screen was immediately consumed by a chaotic storm of digital snow and grainy, distorted visuals. The video had no narrative, no discernible logic. It was a rapid-fire montage of pure dread. A close-up of an eye, wide with terror. A rusted swing set swaying in an empty, desolate playground. A door slowly creaking open into impenetrable blackness. And a fleeting glimpse of a contorted, smiling face that was there and gone in a fraction of a second. The images were jarring, nonsensical, yet they burrowed into my mind. Accompanying this visual assault was a faint, almost subliminal sound. A chorus of unsettling whispers that coiled around the edges of my hearing, their words just out of reach, like a half-remembered nightmare. I was repulsed, my stomach churning with a primal fear, but I couldn't look away. My eyes were locked on the screen, absorbing every horrifying frame until it abruptly cut to black. The next day, I tried to dismiss it as a morbid curiosity satisfied, a dumb internet prank. But the feeling of unease lingered, a cold knot in my gut. The world felt slightly off-kilter. As I was making coffee, a heavy cookbook launched itself from a high shelf, landing on the floor with a deafening thud that made me jump. Later, I was certain I had closed my bedroom door, only to find it ajar, revealing a slice of the dark hallway beyond. I'd be sitting in silence, and for a split second I'd hear it. That same faint, sibilant whispering from the video, just on the edge of my perception. I told myself it was my imagination, that I was just tired and spooked. I tried to rationalize everything, but a seed of genuine terror was beginning to sprout. That night, the true horror began. My sleep was no longer a refuge, but a newfound hell. I was plagued by vivid, terrifying nightmares that felt disturbingly real, all echoing the grotesque imagery from the video. I would wake up gasping, my sheets soaked in sweat. The memory of that contorted, smiling face burned onto the back of my eyelids. The curse wasn't just in my head. It began to seep into my reality. My phone would flicker and glitch, its screen momentarily flashing one of the video's abstract patterns. My laptop, even when powered off, would emit a low, static hum whenever I got close, and the distorted whispers would seem to emanate from its speakers. The digital world that had delivered the curse was now its conduit into mine. The breaking point came in the dead of night. I was in the bathroom, splashing cold water on my face, trying to shake off the persistent sense of being watched. I glanced up at my reflection in the mirror, and my heart stopped. For a single, horrifying instant, my own face was not there. In its place, superimposed over my own, was the gaunt, shadowy figure from the video, its eyes black pits of nothingness, its smile a gash of pure malice. I stumbled backward with a strangled cry, crashing against the wall. At that exact moment, every light in the apartment blew out, plunging me into absolute suffocating darkness. The silence that followed was heavy, oppressive, and then it was broken by a single echoing whisper that seemed to come from everywhere at once. A clear, articulate word that chilled me to the bone. Found. I don't know how much time has passed since then. I sit here now, pale and hollowed out, staring at you through the lens. The fear is a constant companion, a cold presence at my side. I wanted to warn you, to tell you not to make the same mistake I did. But as I look into the camera, I see it. The screen behind me flickers just for a moment, displaying a flash of grainy static, a distorted eye. The curse isn't just with me anymore. It's here in this recording, and now you've seen it too.